In the deepest part of the ocean, where the sun barely touched the waves, lived a mermaid named Marina. But Marina wasn't like other mermaids. She was afraid of the ocean. Yes, you read that right. A mermaid who feared the very water she lived in. Marina lived close to the coral caves with her grandmother, a wise old mermaid who had long silver hair and eyes that sparkled like moonlight. While other young mermaids swam freely through the sea, chasing dolphins and dancing with jellyfish, Marina stayed close to the rocks. She didn't swim far. She didn't dive deep. She didn't even like floating too long. Whenever the ocean grew dark or the current rushed fast, her heart would race. She would imagine sea monsters in the shadows, whirlpools waiting to pull her under, and giant waves trying to sweep her away. Everyone in the underwater village whispered about it. A mermaid who's scared of the sea? That's like a bird who's afraid of the sky. Marina heard it all, but she said nothing. She didn't like being laughed at. So she just stayed quiet, listening to the whispers and pretending it didn't hurt. Only her grandmother understood her. One night, as Marina sat on a rock near their sea cave, watching the shimmering surface from far below, her grandmother floated beside her and asked gently, "Why are you so afraid, my little starfish?" Marina didn't answer at first. Then, with a sigh, she whispered, "I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the sea is too big, too wild, like I'll get lost forever." Her grandmother smiled kindly. "But you were born in the sea, Marina. The ocean is not just your home. It's a part of you." Marina looked away. "I don't feel like it." The old mermaid placed a wrinkled hand over Marina's heart. "Maybe you just haven't found your wave yet." The next day, something happened that changed everything. A strong current passed through the village. So strong it knocked over coral towers and carried away small sea creatures. Marina and the other merfolk hid inside their caves as the ocean roared with power. But after the storm passed, the village noticed someone was missing. A young seahorse trainer named Lanny had been swept away. Panic spread. The elders called a search. Mermaids and mermen set off in different directions, looking for Lanny. Marina watched them leave. She wanted to help, but her fear bubbled inside her like a storm. "I can't," she whispered. "I'll get lost too." But then, something stirred in her chest. A small voice, quiet but clear. "What if it was you? Wouldn't you want someone to come for you?" Marina closed her eyes. The thought made her heart ache. She turned to her grandmother, who was still inside the cave. I want to try." Her grandmother looked surprised but only smiled. "Then trust the sea and trust yourself." Marina nodded, though her hands were shaking. She swam slowly at first, her tail swishing nervously. The water around her was calm now, but the deeper she went, the darker it became. Shadows danced along the sea floor, and strange shapes moved in the distance. She almost turned back, but she thought of Lani, scared and alone, waiting for someone, so she kept going. Suddenly, she heard something, a soft cry. It came from behind a large patch of seaweed. Marina pushed it aside and gasped. There was Lani, stuck between rocks, her tail tangled in kelp. "Lani!" Marina swam quickly to her. "Are you hurt?" Lani's eyes were wide. I can't move." "Hold on," Marina said bravely. She pulled at the seaweed using all her strength. Her tail brushed against sharp coral and a cut stung her leg, but she didn't stop. Finally, with one last pull, Lani was free. Tears filled her eyes. "You saved me." Marina smiled, though she was still trembling. "Let's go home." Together, they swam back through the silent sea. And as they moved, Marina noticed something strange. She wasn't scared anymore. She felt calm. The water no longer felt like a threat. It felt like it was holding her, carrying her. The sea was still big, still wild, but it was beautiful too. And now, it didn't feel so lonely. When they returned, the village cheered. Marina! The mermaid who once feared the ocean had rescued someone from the darkest part of it. She didn't say much. She didn't need to. Everyone could see the change in her. From that day on, Marina didn't hide near the rocks. She swam with dolphins, danced with jellyfish, and even rode waves to the surface. Her fear hadn't vanished. It had turned into courage. Because true courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about doing the right thing even when you are. Moral of the story. Bravery isn't being fearless. It's feeling the fear and moving forward anyway.